Hello, class. This is Dr. Heather Owen-Rankin. I just wanted to elaborate on some information in regards to the protection of human subjects in research. Within this course, we did a lot of reviewing in regards to the IRB, which is also known as the Institutional Review Board. Within the Institutional Review Board, their purpose is to make sure that the ethical um, expectations are met within the research and that the human participants are protected. Within the IRB, the board consists of scientists, persons with expertise in the type of special populations reviewed, person with the expertise in regulations, or a community member that is knowledgeable about the subject matter within the research. In regards to the Nuremberg Code of 1947, this involved voluntary consent, the anticipation of scientific benefits of the research must be explored. The benefits within the research must outweigh the risks for the participants. Animal research must be conducted first. And the purpose of the research must be to avoid suffering. There must be no intentional death or disability. And the subjects must be protected from harm. They're free to also stop the experiment at any time without any negative consequences to come their way. The research must be conducted by qualified investigators, and the investigator will stop the research if harm does begin to occur for the participants. With that in mind, I also wanted to review some ethical research studies that were conducted in which called to action the ethical issues that do arise within research and why the IRB was formed. The first is the Tuskegee syphilis study, which studied spinal taps. The participants were recruited with the promise of special free treatment for what they called bad blood. Actual spinal taps without anesthesia were called spinal shots, and the participants were enrolled in the research without consent. The participants within the research were denied antibiotic therapy in the 1940s and 1950s, although at this time it was still considered safe and effective. The study was halted in 1972 due to the fact that 28 to 100 men died from advanced syphilis. The next study that I wanted to talk about is the Willowbrook State School hepatitis experiments that occurred from 1963 to 1966. So this involved the injection of hepatitis. The participants within the research consisted of mentally handicapped or institutionalized children. Admission was conducted through the research unit. So let's discuss federal regulations and IRBs from 1974 today. The purpose is to set a minimum standard. It's based on the Belmont principles. It applies to all research being conducted, and it puts the responsibility on the institution. All right, so the Belmont principles of 1979 include beneficence. The purpose of beneficence is to maximize the benefit and minimize the harm. We want to have, again, minimum risk. So more than minimum risk can exceed or can be magnitude, and the participants should be made aware when this is to occur. So some of the risks in behavioral and social research include invasion of privacy, breach of confidentiality, embarrassment, stigma, and even psychological trauma can occur. All respect should be given to human participants, and they should be provided with dignity when conducting research. I hope that you found this information both to enhance your knowledge about the IRB and their purpose within research.